I'm very privileged to have a wonderful panel with me here today to talk more about superannuation and the opportunity to contribute to retirement savings. We have Anna from Samoa National Provident Fund. We have Samuelu from Samoa, and Markinson from Vanuatu, who you've heard earlier in the day, and Craig from Apello, who will talk a bit more about the seasonal worker superannuation administration system. So, acknowledging that we have very little time, I will ask Markinson if you will come up and start us off, followed by Samuelu. Thank you.
Hello, Olgata. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you again today. I will now share my experience on why I contribute towards my superannuation. I will be quick. When I used to work back in Vanuatu on the ships, no one told me how important it was to save money towards retirement. It simply wasn't something we talk about. It wasn't until I listened to an awareness session from VNPF, explaining why it is important to save for retirement, that something changed in my thinking. After that, I started saving each season. My employer helps me by transferring my contributions directly to my VNPF account. So it happens automatically, season after season. I came to realize something important. When I stop working, I will stop receiving a salary. But if I have my superannuation, I will have the safety and security of receiving money in my old age to help with my living expenses. That security means everything to me. My VNPF is not like a regular bank account. When money sits in a bank account, you have to pay fees. And over time, those fees can quickly eat away at your savings. But with VNPF, it's the opposite. When my money goes in, it continues to grow. I'm not losing money, I'm gaining more. And the best part is, I don't have to do anything complicated. Each season, I simply agree on how much I want to contribute to. And my employer takes care of the rest. It's simple and it's automatic, and it's building something real for my future. All the benefits I can access through my VNPF will help me in my retirement years. This is why I contribute, not just for today, but for the security of tomorrow. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Markinson. I'll now ask Sam if you come up and.
Jalo Fokin, the young man is back on the street again. I'm going to keep this short and I'm going to talk about Pacific retirement saving. The experience with Pacific retirement saving. Since working in New Zealand, I have been able to continue my SNPF retirement saving payment by having an amount of my weekly pay deposited straight into my SNPF account. Maybe that's how it works, eh? Importance of retirement saving to us is to ensure that I have something to fall back on when I need financial assistance. I can apply for a loan to help with repairing what I have, or to buy some more equipment for the farm that I used to do in my ainga or my hometown Samoa. The challenge that I get from retirement saving, or the challenge with it, the method how my payment is made. At first, I was automatically cut from my pay by my employer into my SNPF account. As of right now, I send money to my wife and she then goes and made a direct deposit on my behalf in my country. The other thing is, when there is a low number of workday in a week, I tend to contribute less or even none at all. Importance of retirement saving to the people, RSE people. I believe that how the saving is important for me and my family, it is also the same for everyone else, in the sense that it becomes a way to get financial help when we are no longer at workforce. The conclusion, to finish off this, my speech, I like to encourage my brothers and sisters in the scheme to make an effort to have an amount of your weekly pay put in your retirement saving, because you're gonna need it. And I'm talking about RSE, my brothers and sisters on the RSE scheme. Thank you for having me. For time all over noa. God bless and to whāsau fua.
That's great. Thank you very much, Sam. I'd now like to welcome Anna up to talk about SNPF. Thank you.
Talofa lava and warm Pacific greetings to everybody here today. From a Pacific perspective, retirement savings is about so much more than money. It's about looking after ourselves, our families, and our future. In our culture, we value supporting our parents, our children, and extended ainga, or our families. And while this is such an important part of who we are, it also means that many people reach retirement age with little or no savings if they had not planned ahead. And that is why retirement savings is so important. It allows our people to remain financially independent later in life. For many of our RSE workers, the income earned in New Zealand provides a valuable opportunity, not only to support their families today, but also to build financial security for their tomorrow. One of our biggest responsibilities is raising awareness amongst our Pacifica people, our members, including and especially our RSE workers. They need to understand that every contribution they make is an investment in their futures. Financial literacy is at forefront of our efforts, helping our workers make informed decisions about savings consistently, planning for their retirement, protecting their families, and making the most of the benefits available through their retirement fund. Because when workers understand these benefits, they are more confident that their hard work today will provide security when they can no longer continue seasonal work. At Samoa National Provident Fund, we aim to provide benefits that support our members throughout different stages of their lives. For example, annual dividends. Every member receives an annual dividend on their savings. And for the last financial year, SNPF declared a total of 10% dividend, helping member savings grow even faster. Loan products. Eligible members may access loan products to help meet important financial commitments now, all the while continuing to build their retirement savings. Medical assistance. We understand that seeking medical treatments, particularly overseas, can be very expensive for treatments that are not readily available locally. Eligible members may apply for a partial withdrawal of their savings to assist with serious medical costs for themselves or their immediate families overseas when they're taking for treatments overseas. And this provides much needed financial support during what can often be a very difficult time for families. Retirement bonus. Members who withdraw their savings upon retirement receive an additional 4% bonus on their accumulated contributions, rewarding, of course, long-term savings. A lifetime pension option. Rather than withdrawing all their savings as lump sum payments, members can choose a retirement pension and receive a fortnightly pension for life, providing a regular income throughout their retirement. All these benefits demonstrate that retirement savings are not only for the future. They also provide practical financial support throughout life's important milestones and unexpected challenges, while ensuring members continue to build long-term financial security. Another important benefit I wish to touch upon is the support provided to families when a member passes away. Now, sadly, over the years, a number of our RSE workers have passed away while working overseas. Through their SNPF savings account, their accumulated retirement savings are paid to their families or their nominated persons. SNPF also provides a death benefit of 7,000 tala to assist with funeral expenses. Now, understanding these benefits, especially for our RSE workers who are away from home, gives them the peace of mind knowing that even in difficult times, their families back home will receive financial support when they need it most. Now, a key reason for the success of our RSE program has always been strong partnerships. Working together with our local LSU through pre-departure programs. And also, a number of years ago, SNPF partnered with Apello Services through their SHRAS platform to make retirement savings simple and convenient for Samoan workers in New Zealand. And through this partnership, workers can register as SNPF members through Apello Services. They can register for our online services, which enables them to check and enables our RSE workers to check and monitor their retirement savings accounts. Workers can make weekly contributions directly into their SNPF accounts, and these are remitted on a weekly basis, allowing our members to build their retirement savings consistently through their employment. This transparency and consistency gives workers confidence that their savings are secure and encourages them to stay engaged with their retirement planning. From SNPF's experience, this partnership has been highly successful in improving access and participation of our overseas workers. My final message is simple. Every contribution made today, whether for a limited time or an extended period of time, is an investment in tomorrow. Our goal is not only to collect contributions, but to help our people build lifelong financial security by improving awareness, strengthening financial literacy, and making it easy for our workers to register, contribute, and monitor their savings. We empower our RSE workers to return home one day with confidence, financial security, and simply the dignity they deserve in retirement. Whaftaite lava.
Wonderful, thank you very much, Anna. I'm just conscious of time, so we'll move straight on to Craig from Appello. Thank you.
I don't have a prepared speech, so this could go anywhere. And I couldn't, and I've got 2.4 minutes. First of all, I think Anna mentioned it, but if she didn't, the thing to bear in mind is that the Provident funds are, with possibly the odd exception, a very, very big success in the Pacific. We've just paid a 10.2% annual dividend to all of the Samoan members of your Provident Fund. Our system runs it all. Fiji paid 8.5 in June. Solomon Islands National Provident Funds at 7.75. And if we put that into context, Appello Services as a fund administrator in New Zealand administers a whole range of funds, including KiwiSaver. And if you look at the 10-year average returns of even the big success stories, they average out at about 8.85%. So the Provident funds in the Pacific should be taken seriously. All right. We work with 9 Provident funds in the Pacific, over 8 countries. Hopefully we'll be working with Timor-Leste next year. What is SHWAS? SHWAS is an idea that came from this guy, Matt Gibbs. It effectively put in place a transparent administrative-like process of something that Mr. Apple was doing manually with all of their Samoan workers. And the whole idea was to build something that is like what New Zealanders should be able to actually relate to, what the IRD does for KiwiSaver in New Zealand. IRD, payday filing, they're an aggregator, they know what needs to go to Milford, ANZ, what goes to Fishers. That's exactly what SHWAS is. The employers payday file with us, or they were, we'll talk about that shortly. We decide exactly where the money needs to go, we aggregate it, and every week we do an aggregation, convert it and send it off to the Pacific funds, upload the matching schedule, and if they've got our system or a good system, it's straight through processing. We built SHWAS on the back of payday payroll contributions, deductions. We're integrated ourselves into 11 payroll packages here in New Zealand. And it was building and booming to the extent that the last time I gave Matt some statistics, which was early 2025, we'd sent 13.8 million back in superannuation savings. Then we had the Sawapi case in September of last year, and that's caused a bit of a hiccup. We had a lot of participants, large ones, including Mr. Apple, who simply said, oh, look, to mitigate the risk, we're stopping all this. So things dropped off. We're actually down, whereas the previous year we'd sent back to the Pacific funds 8.3 or 8.4 million New Zealand dollars. We've sent 6.3 back in the year to 2 weeks ago. So we're down about 26% in that period. I think things are going to improve because in response to that, SHWAS has developed a SHWAS DD, Direct Debit Administration Service. Mr. Apple are now using it. They've got, I think, some 220 workers contributing through that process. VineWise are doing it as well. I did have 2 slides. Could I have possibly the slides at the very end? They can sit there regardless of what's actually happening. This will give you some kind of indication, first of all, as to if workers were working domestically in their country in formal employment, what would they have to be contributing and what would their employers be contributing over the countries we work with the exception of Nauru. We don't work with Nauru, that's more in Australia. And if we can have the next slide, please. This also just gives you an indication as to what is retirement age, and we need to worry about that because the message needs to be you don't leave the RSE scheme and go back and get the money. It's there for when you're under their legislation not able to work and collect these benefits, and the benefits are numerous. And then there's another column that indicates, do they have any social security protection system? And it's pretty diverse. We're involved in the rollout of a lot of social protection policy into the Pacific, so it's improving. I'll leave it there for you, and we can wrap up.
Thank you very much, Craig. So, listen, I think we're pretty much out of time. So, thank you. There we go. Look, bang on time. Brilliant. So, I mean, I just want to, I guess, leave you with the important messages that you've heard today, that superannuation, it's really important for people that are coming to New Zealand to work on RSE. There's lots and lots of benefits by helping your people, your workers, participate in their superannuation scheme. We've had a hiccup with the SOAPI case ruling, but working with Craig's company, we've got a kind of a workaround. So please do reach out and touch and contact and discuss. We really do want to achieve a doubling of the number of people who are participating in their superannuation and, of course, the value of those contributions. So I'll be working more with industry bodies and yourselves to talk a little bit some ideas on how we do that. And in the meantime, I can see I need to get off the stage. So thank you very much, Whaptai Lava, for hearing us out. Thank you.